So imagine you are on this vacation having this amazing time with your family and you're only there for a limited time. So you decide not to carry your camera, your equipments, your lighting, none of it, no tripod, none of it. And that's when you get this dream project of working with a restaurant. I mean, you literally are out there for your lunch with your family, eating at this restaurant. And when they see you that you're there, they reach out to you. Hey, can we do a photo shoot with you? What do you say? Do you say yes? Do you say no? Or do you think twice like, hey, this is an amazing opportunity, but how do I pull this off? So if you want to know how I pull this entire project, please stay tuned because I'm going to share exactly my process of how I took this restaurant shoot project in India. So here is the first thing that I did is hop on a call with the client and basically get their briefing, what exactly they're expecting, what their timelines are. So basically, if my timelines don't meet or if the expectations are too high, too low, then I just don't take the project, right? Because anyway, it's too much of a hassle. Since I'm on vacation, I don't have any equipment, it doesn't make any sense. So I got on a call with the PR agent and basically got the briefing of what exactly they're looking for. So basically, we signed a contract for 10 to 15 images. It could be a day of shoot, no videos. And basically, I had to align this particular shoot while I was in India. So I was at that time traveling to my hometown, which is Coimbatore. I had to cut that trip short to actually accommodate this particular shoot at the restaurant. So luckily, they agreed to all my terms and they were really, really cool with the contract and everything that I had in place. Now, the second step was finding a rental company. So basically, I reached out to a lot of people in Bangalore. Like there was a friend of mine who actually moved from here. I reached out to her. Unfortunately, I couldn't work with her because she had her kids who were sick. But meanwhile, I found a friend of mine who was basically following me. I had no idea. He reached out to me that he's in Bangalore. He literally has all the equipment. So basically, I didn't have to rent out anything. Now, I'm very comfortable with Nikon as my primary camera, but this particular person, his name is Rakshak, and this is who I hired, Ovo Media. He works with Sony and other equipments. So I let him take the lead on what equipments he has and what he can provide for this particular shoot. But I had a shot list. So basically I told him I need a camera, I need a tripod for sure. I definitely need 2 to 3 flashlights or maybe at least 2 flashlights and 2 continuous lights. And if he had, I would love a digital snoot, which he had, but we couldn't pull that off during the shoot any which ways. So basically, I flew the night before the shoot. The shoot was supposed to happen around 4 or 5 in the morning, but we ended up preponing it because the restaurant was getting really busy at 12 in the noon and we wanted to make sure that we had everything that we had planned for. So based on the concept itself or based on the brief itself, we decided to do about 5 or 6 dishes, which is really difficult to pull it off in a few hours, and also a few drinks if possible. So based on that briefing, we decided to move the shoot a little early. So we were at the location at 4. So basically we set everything up and then I think we started around 5. Basically we had to set everything up. We had to wait for a few people to come on the location or come on the sets. And then we start shooting at 5. Now, this particular instance was basically because I didn't have my camera, I didn't have my equipments. So I had to rely on the specialty that my assistant Rakshak had. Now he had a Sony and he carried a continuous light. He is not very familiar with flash and that's why we decided to go with continuous. Now, the reason why this particular restaurant Fur in Bangalore hired me was for my action shots. I bring a lot of drama in my pictures, if you can see. So basically that's the whole entire reason why they hired me. But shooting that in continuous light will have to bump up the ISOs. So when we bumped up the ISOs, the other second main reason why people really like to work with me is how clear and what the clarity I bring to that picture itself. So it didn't work with continuous light and having a sharp image with high ISO. So I kind of nudged my photographer assistant to somehow bring flashlights and somehow use them in the shoots. But for some reason, we could only work 1 flashlight and everything else was continuous because he was more experienced and handy. And since we didn't have any time to communicate, talk, and make this work through before the shoot, we had to do it on the spot. It took us about 1.5 hours at least to get the rhythm going. So we were at that time probably sweating and really scared of how the shoot is going to happen, because we were out of our comfort zone. He was out of his comfort zone. I was out of my comfort zone. So basically around 7 a.m. in the morning, we finally got the rhythm. We finished one particular dish and then we started moving on. I had other people to help me plan the shoot for the day. That is, give me a timer or at least a deadline that, hey, 30 minutes are up. We need to move to the next dish or next food itself, or it could be a drink. So basically, based on those timelines, we were able to somehow manage, but the certain shoots that required a special case where basically I had henna or mehndi in my hands and they were like, hey, we want this thing in our frame and with this food. So I think those experimental pictures took a little longer than we expected. So instead of 30 minutes, it went to 50 minutes. Now we were running out of time, but somehow we were able to finish all of the dishes and hero shots. I think we did about 4 or 5 dishes and about 2 hero shots, that is group shots or family shots of all the dishes that we put together in one frame. So we were able to do this by 11, and after 11 we started doing a little bit of drink photography with some splash, with some throw shots. If you can see on the behind the scenes, you can literally see the model like trying the drink with water first before she had the actual drink in hand. So basically we did all of those experimental shots, and I think it took us about 12:30, which was around 12:30 we finally had a final shot, which was a foamy drink that we basically wanted to do a trial if we can like blow air into it and it's like dispersing out. We were happy with how everything came out, and I think Rakshak really did a great job pulling this project off. So overall, here are all the pictures. I hope you like them, and I think with this entire shoot, the one thing that I would really like to tell you guys is, even though you're not prepared, go out of your comfort zone, because no matter what, it's all an experience.